Well, we definitely did not see that coming. What is up, guys? It's me, the ALEXX Prince, here to give you my review for both NXT TakeOver 30 and SummerSlam 2020 in the WWE Thunderdome. Before I get started, let me just kind of like talk about SmackDown. Solid show, nothing great. It was just really just build up for SummerSlam, and I like that it was strictly build up for SummerSlam with a couple of matches here and there. Example, Styles and Hardy, where with Jeff Hardy winning. This means that Jeff Hardy's sticking around in WWE. He ain't going to AEW like we hope so, but who knows? Maybe down the road they get the belt right off of him. I don't know what they'll do, but I want to see how long they could take this WWE Thunderdome serious. So, starting with NXT, I am really shocked as to how much I liked the show. I didn't like the card. I think I liked the show more than I did the card because I don't know why, but nothing caught my attention on this show other than, crazy enough, the one match that excited me the most was the women's match, and even I didn't have like high hopes for it as a match. As a story, it was fantastic, but as a match, well, you work with what you got, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know this match was gonna happen, but we had Finn Balor facing Timothy Thatcher. Solid little match. I like that they put these guys in the card because they deserve to be on the card. And from my understanding, this was like built for months. I didn't watch NXT. I'm not sure if Timothy Thatcher cost Velveteen Dream a match or cost Finn Balor his match with the Dream. But, well, at least we got a match. And it's good that they're pushing new stars. That's what's always important, pushing younger talent. And that is why NXT is the real land of opportunity, not SmackDown. Then we had Damian Priest winning the North American Championship in a ladder match. This was a great match. This was my match of the night, and I'm not saying this because I like big multi-man ladder matches. This is the only match that really entertained me where I didn't know who the hell was gonna win. I had my hopes for a Gargano because I could think he could have made that belt a workhorse, but I guess not. We have yet to have a two-time North American champion, and yeah, we're not gonna have that anytime soon. I don't see anybody else. Maybe Johnny Gargano does beat Damian Priest at the next pay-per-view, but if they were going to do that, why didn't they just give him here? Everybody had a good showing. Velveteen Dream, his purpose was just to help put over other guys such as Cameron Grimes and Bronson Reed. But yeah, I like that Damian Priest won. Even though I did kind of shit on him on the predictions, honestly, he was like my least favorite wrestler of this match, but he did a great showing, and it showed me that he is just more than capable of just putting guys over. Now he's going to be the guy that you have to beat. So hopefully we do some good things with Damian Priest as the North American champion. Adam Cole defeated Pat McAfee. I didn't like this match at all. I thought it was lame. I thought it was just overrated. It's just Pat McAfee talking shit, and I don't know what is it with football players, but every time they come into WWE, they like to talk shit, except for Rob Gronkowski. That is the only guy that I don't see talking shit during like a fight. I believe Lawrence Taylor was talking shit during his match with Bam Bam Bigelow, but there's, for the most part, every football player that comes in always talks shit, and I'm glad that Adam Cole got his victory because I hate Pat McAfee. Like, I didn't like him, and I wasn't impressed by him. He had some good moves, but I wasn't that impressed with him. Io Shirai defeated Dakota Kai for the Women's Championship. Good, solid match. The real highlight was Raquel Gonzalez coming out and almost costing Io the match, but then Rhea Ripley comes in for the help. I'm guessing we're going to do War Games. However, I'm not sure we could afford War Games. Maybe at the Thunderdome we could do it, but who knows? Yeah, if they do it at the Performance Center, they cannot do it. It's too small to be at the Performance Center. War Games, like, you need like 2 rings, 1 big ass cage, and it would be a nice War Games females match. And for the love of God, do not do another Undisputed Era War Games match. We've seen 3 of them. We're good. We do not need to see more. Like, I think War Games has overstated its welcome. If we don't have War Games, I'm actually okay with that because that means that we're good with no War Games this year. Which is, I'm not saying that I hate War Games. I'm just saying that I want to see NXT do other things other than the same old same. And I'm glad that they're doing that. Maybe they're finally putting Rhea Ripley on top where she belongs because Rhea Ripley, she's already been the first woman to defend an NXT belt at WrestleMania. I think this woman is just ready. She is ready for like main roster, but she stayed on NXT. For the love of God, do not fuck her up. Who I'm scared of more is Keith Lee going to Raw, and we'll talk about that next. Since Karrion Kross beat Keith Lee in a good match, a really good match. It was just like two big men beating the shit out of each other. A lot of people on Instagram were talking shit about Keith Lee losing the belt to Karrion Kross. Yes, I wanted him to be the workhorse champion. With that said, I don't know if Karrion Kross... I mean, I do see him being ready, but I don't see... I personally wish he won it later, not right now. Personally, I don't know. On one hand, I'm excited that Karrion Kross is the new champion, but I'm a little disappointed that Keith Lee got the belt. That's why I was more excited with the show than I was the card. The reason why I say that is because, first of all, no Mauro Ronaldo. Corey Graves took over his spot because I guess someone got sick, so he had to fly over to Canada, which unfortunately means we're not going to see Mauro for a really, really long time. Anyways, Keith Lee and Karrion Kross, like I said, they had a good match. You kind of expected, like what you expect, just two big men just punching and kicking the shit out of each other, which I really love that they did that. Otherwise, this match would have just been a fucking shithole. If anything, this is what Brody Lee and Cody tried to do at AEW Dynamite. I fucking forgot about AEW Dynamite. Yeah, AEW Dynamite took a fat L this week. Other than the Moxley segment and Brody Lee squashing Cody, there's nothing I really remembered. I know... Yeah, I really don't know what the hell happened, and I don't really care, and I'm not planning on watching that show. But yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, I legitimately forgot about AEW, and that is how good NXT is, that they are willing to like just be a good show and not focusing about competition and just try to overdo things. I am, like I said, disappointed that Karrion Kross is the champion too soon. I think he should have won it at the next takeover. I personally wish we would have gotten Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano, Finn Balor, Adam Cole, baby, in a fatal four-way for the NXT and North American Championship. First fall for the North American Championship, second fall for the NXT Championship. That match would have been much better. Then I would have had Gargano win, and then I would have Keith Lee win the second fall, and then it ends with Karrion Kross and Keith Lee staring off at the end. That would have been fantastic. That would have been a fantastic ending. But no, which I'm okay with, but yeah, I really wanted to see that one. Anyways, other than that, NXT did its good job. Hopefully, TV gets better, but I don't know. What do you expect? And we move on to SummerSlam. I like SummerSlam-ish. Honestly, nothing to run home about. There was no match of the year contender. There was no big money match. I can't remember the last time we had a classic at SummerSlam. I'm gonna be really honest. Last year it was a good show, but we didn't have a classic. 2018, what was it? What did we have? Trying to think what happened in 2018. I can't even remember. Oh, that's the one where we had Roman Reigns beat Brock Lesnar finally. Maybe the best match was Miz and Bryan, but even that match wasn't that great. To an extent, Dolph and Seth, but we've seen that match a million times. 2017, I guess the Fatal 4-Way was a classic, but people really talk about Usos and New Day being the match of the night, which I honestly can't even argue with that because it could either be that or the Fatal 4-Way. That's how great Usos and New Day were before they overdid it. And then 2016 had Styles and Cena. which is like the last real like SummerSlam classic that people still watch to this day. AJ Styles and John Cena from SummerSlam. However, it does get a little overshadowed by their match at Royal Rumble. But I think, yeah, the last classic we had was Cena and Styles, and we have yet to have a Cena Styles type of classic. We did have one big classic moment at this SummerSlam, so I guess there's that. We start off. By the way, Breezango won a tag team match for the number one contendership. Who cares really? Because the tag team division in NXT sucks. That's just a fact. Then we had at this kickoff, we had Apollo Crews and MVP. I actually thought the Street Profits and Andrade and Angel were going to be on the pre-show, but no, I guess they wanted a tag match this year on the main card, so I'm okay with that. I really couldn't argue with that because Apollo Crews and MVP, let's take it or leave it. Sorry about that. I had to go pick up my sister. My dad just kind of walked in at the last second and told me I had to go pick up my sister. So, we're back. Thankfully, the thing saved. She was just like a block away, so it wasn't that far of a drive. Anyways, I barely started the show, but yeah, I talked about the pre-show, Apollo Crews and MVP. Yeah, even though they were bigger stars, like MVP and Apollo, alright, fine, put them on the pre-show. One of them had to be on the pre-show, but anyways, Bayley and Asuka opened the show with for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley won, which meant that Asuka was gonna beat Sasha Banks by the end of the night. Oh god. Anyways, Bayley won. I was happy. I think they're gonna build up Bayley and Sasha Banks for WrestleMania 37, which I hope to be at. Oh my god, if I go to WrestleMania 37, I'll be so fucking happy. Let's hope to god that we end this pandemic pretty soon. But anyways, there's that. Street Profits defeated Andrade and Angel Garza. Honestly, the only thing I remember was the ending of the match. Good little match. I guess it was solid. It wasn't anything to write home about, but it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad, if that makes sense. It was just another match, and thankfully the Street Profits, they're putting him on the main card. I think the tag team division needs a strong tag team, and Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins are that team. They're gonna go down as one of the best tag teams in the modern era for sure. I know AEW has a better tag team division, but Street Profits is doing the best they can. If anything, I like Street Profits way more than Private Party. Private Party is just a ripoff of those guys. That's just a fucking fact. Mandy Rose defeated Sonya Deville. Loser leaves WWE. I like that they put something different for SummerSlam. They actually put a match that has been built up since WrestleMania. And it was one of my favorite matches going into the show. Not the one I was excited for the most, but this is definitely one of my favorites. I think, I don't know what the hell this means for Sonya Deville. I don't know if she's retiring from wrestling, if she just wants to call it quits, which I'm upset because I really wanted to see Sonya Deville. I wanted them to go all the way with her, but Shayna Baszler is kind of like her, so I can see why they did that. Maybe she'll go to Raw. Maybe they'll bring her once the draft starts, but I think Sonya Deville definitely needs a break after like her traumatic story of some fucking retard fucking trying to kidnap her. And I'm sorry if that word offended you. I don't mean to offend anybody with like disabilities and anything. I really only use it and say when I'm like disappointed and say I really shouldn't have said that word, but sorry, basically. But yeah, I hope that guy is fucking suffering in jail, but that guy does not deserve like a good life. Anyways, back to this match. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Mandy actually showed some skill. She could wrestle, that she is capable of like putting it the best, which is what I wanted out of Mandy Rose. Also, I forgot this was a no DQ match. I just thought it was just a regular match. I was like, why is she doing that? And I was like, oh, yeah, no DQ. Anyways, Mandy Rose won, and it was a good moment, and Otis and Mandy celebrated. I hope they do something with Otis. They just kind of made him disappear for a while. And that's kind of like this story. It comes and goes. Like, at one hand you don't have him on TV, and then on another hand you just erase them. You just have him cutting the best segments on the show. So what's it gonna be? Well, we finally got the match. That's more to say, but yeah, at least we got a culmination once and for all. Alright, Seth Rollins defeated Dominic Mysterio in a street fight. Seth Rollins winning. I'm a little happy that we finally got a match where a debuting wrestler doesn't win his match. But at the same time, this was the perfect moment to put Dominic Mysterio on top. By the way, that outfit he got, it's cool. It kind of looks like a mix of Ricochet, Rey Mysterio, and Mustafa Ali. Like all three high flyers, but I think Dominic Mysterio did a good job for the match. With that said, I don't think this match was all that great. I think Dominic still needs to get some new moves. He needs to, definitely step out of his father's shadow. There's a few people that could step out of their parents' shadow. Layla Ali, Charlotte Flair. Trying to think of some actors that have done it. I was gonna say Colin Hanks, but yeah, that guy really relies on his dad. Trying to think of a good actor that, his father is a legend, but he is just as big, or he or she are bigger. Trying to think. I forgot her name, but Francis Ford Coppola's daughter is a director, and she is stepping out of her father's shadow. Yeah, I forgot her name. Damn it. But has had some great movies in the past. But yeah. Anyways, Dominic still needs to get out of that shadow, and also he needs to practice some moves. You can tell he's just brand new to this. I'll give him that. But he did a good job for his first official match, if that makes sense. So props for that. Some people might say oh, what about Cody? Cody relies too much on Dusty Rhodes. That's a fact. Don't argue with me. Asuka beating Sasha Banks. Yeah, I knew this was coming. I could tell I don't know about the Thunderdome, but they booed Asuka for a little bit, and then you could tell that they booed Asuka for a little bit, and then you could tell that little by little they switched back to cheering Asuka. I don't know what's that story. Do they have crowd sounds change every second? I don't know how that works, but I hope that's not the case. I really hope that it's actually fans trying to do the best they can to make the show work and make it believable for the real audience. I can't wait till we go back to real crowds and we have actual audiences where they can actually tell WWE who does and who doesn't work. Asuka does work, don't get me wrong. Sasha Banks works way better. I really hate Bayley as a heel. I can't stand Bayley. Not because she's a great heel or something. She's just the shut the fuck up heel. That annoying bitch that nobody likes, and she's ugly as fuck. Anyways, you ever deal with an ugly bitch and she's annoying as hell? I was why are you so annoying? You're ugly. If it's a hot bitch, you could tolerate it a little bit, but come on, Bayley, come on. Fuck bitch. Anyways, and no disrespect to Bayley, I love Bayley, but yeah, come on. Bayley just yelling out is just annoying. Now we got into the match tonight, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. And I'm a little upset because Drew McIntyre up to this point has not main evented a single pay-per-view as WWE champion. Other than WrestleMania, where he beat Brock Lesnar. What else has he done? He beat Seth Rollins, he beat Bobby Lashley, he beat Dolph Ziggler twice. Now he's beating Randy Orton, and he still hasn't main evented any of those. Now let's look at the past main events. Let's see, we had the Money in the Bank. Okay. We've had Edge and Orton. Okay. Wyatt and Strowman in the Wyatt Compound, or whatever the hell that was called. The Swamp Fight. Ugh. And now we have Fiend and Braun Strowman main eventing once again. Why? I'll tell you why. You can believe that, because that is what the big dog said so. Roman Reigns is back. Yes, that's the only thing that matters about this match. I mean, oh, that and the Fiend one. But yeah, Roman Reigns is back. He is going to face the Fiend. I really thought they were gonna build this up to WrestleMania, but no, they are gonna. I think they're gonna put this match immediately, and I'm a honest to God say that Roman Reigns should go over. Why? Here's why. No, I didn't shave my head just to do that. But it was very convenient that that happened. Um, but I think the Roman Reigns needs to win because SmackDown and WWE in general needs ratings. And I'm sorry, but Roman Reigns brings ratings whether you like it or not. He is the next John Cena, whether you like it or not. He is up there with the best of the best. The one thing I would change is, for the love of God, turn this man heel, and we could do like a Hollywood Roman Reigns type of dude. That would be fucking badass. And then I don't know who could fight at WrestleMania, but he could have classics. Like, would you rather have Roman Reigns chase for the world title, or would you rather have him be the world champion where he could have classics just like the likes of AJ, Seth Rollins? Hell, when he was IC champion, he had classics with Joe, Cesaro, Elias, The Miz. Come on. You want him as your champion. Stop moving it around. Stop listening to the smarks that go, no, Roman Reigns, they push this guy too much. I'm sorry, but this guy is the only thing that's bringing you money. You could debate it, you can argue with it, but at the end of the night, Roman Reigns brings ratings. Anyways, that'll be it for this review. I enjoyed SummerSlam. I definitely enjoyed TakeOver more. Yeah, SummerSlam was nothing big to write home about other than the big ending. And maybe Dominic's debut, but I don't know if people are really going to remember it years to come, especially since Dominic lost. But anyways, that'll be it. It's me, the ALE Double X Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and until then, I'm out.